Welcome back to Coins Tool. Today, we've got something amazing for you. We're diving into the world of Lincoln pennies, the little coins that could be worth millions. If you're into rare coins, or just love the idea of finding something valuable in your pocket change, you won't want to miss this one. Today, we're diving into an incredible story about a specific coin, something that could just change your perspective on collecting and investing. We're talking about the 1975 Lincoln 1-cent penny, which, believe it or not, could be worth up to $3.9 million. You heard that right, $3.9 million. So grab your magnifying glass and sit back as we explore the fascinating world of rare coins, how this penny could be worth a fortune, and how you can spot such treasures in your own collection. Before we get into the big money aspect of the 1975 Lincoln penny, let's take a step back and talk a little bit about the history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This coin has been in circulation for over a century, but it wasn't until the mid-1900s that certain years and mintings of this penny started to capture the attention of collectors. Fast forward to 1975, a year that wasn't exactly monumental in U.S. history, but it did bring us a coin that would eventually skyrocket in value. The 1975 Lincoln penny, though produced in large numbers, became a focus of numismatic curiosity. Many people believe that in 1975, the U.S. Mint had some unusual issues with their coin production process. These issues were something that collectors would eventually consider errors, and some of these coins have become highly sought after today. So what makes the 1975 penny so special, and why does it have this extreme value? Well, the most famous reason is tied to a very specific and rare error that occurred during its minting. The 1975 penny was supposed to be struck with a particular design, but some of the coins that were produced in 1975 were accidentally struck with a 1974 die, meaning the coins were produced with the incorrect die that had the 1974 design on it. The most notable error here is the overstrike. 1,974 dies were used to strike the 1975 pennies, which resulted in a double image of Abraham Lincoln, one over the other, creating a blurring effect that makes these pennies stand out. These rare overstruck coins have made their way into the hands of collectors and have fetched incredible sums, with the most famous example reaching a value of $3.9 million at auction. Now, let's get into the good stuff, the value. So how did a penny that was originally worth just 1 cent become worth millions? The 1975 Lincoln penny, with the double die overstrike, has become an incredibly rare find. There are only a handful of these error coins in existence, and as we know, rarity is key when it comes to collectibles. In fact, in 2019, a 1975 Lincoln penny with the double die error sold for an astounding $3.9 million at a private auction. Yes, you heard me right. $3.9 million for a coin that you might have lying around in your coin jar or could easily find in your pocket change. This particular coin was graded at the highest possible rating by the experts, meaning it was nearly perfect in its condition, which made it even more valuable. Why did it fetch such a high price? The answer lies in both the rarity and the high demand among collectors. The rarity comes from the fact that very few 1975 pennies with a double die error have survived in good condition, and collectors are always on the lookout for these rare finds, willing to pay top dollar to own a piece of history. So you may be wondering, how do you spot a penny worth a fortune? Here's the trick. First off, you need to understand that not every 1975 Lincoln penny is a valuable error coin. The error is rare and very specific, so here are the steps you'll want to take to determine if you've got one of these rare pennies. Look for the double die error. The most important feature of the 1975 penny worth millions is the double die error. You'll need to carefully examine the coin's design, particularly Abraham Lincoln's portrait and the lettering. On a normal 1975 penny, the image will be clear and crisp. But on the error coin, you'll see a sort of doubling effect where the image is faintly duplicated, creating a blurry or ghosted effect around Lincoln's profile and some of the text. Check the condition. Grade of the coin. Not all 1975 pennies with the error are worth millions. The value of a coin is heavily influenced by its condition. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch significantly more than one that is worn or damaged. Collectors seek coins that are in the best possible condition, so make sure to get your penny professionally graded if you think it could be the real deal. Examine the reverse side. You also want to check the reverse side of the coin, where you'll find the image of the Lincoln Memorial. On the error coins, you may also notice some minor doubling or blurring effects on this side, though the primary focus is the obverse. Get it appraised. If you're unsure about the authenticity or condition of your coin, it's a good idea to take it to a certified appraiser or a reputable coin dealer. They can help you determine if your 1975 penny is indeed a rare overstrike or if it's just a regular 1-cent coin. Now, while this specific error coin is extremely valuable, the 1975 Lincoln penny without the error typically holds little to no value beyond its face value. But don't despair. Coins like this are just waiting to be found, and many people stumble upon them in their spare change. While the 1975 penny is one of the most famous error coins out there, it's far from the only one. There are countless other rare pennies and coins that collectors are searching for, and some of them could be hiding right under your nose. Let's take a look at a few examples of other rare pennies you should keep an eye out for. 1909 VDB Lincoln penny. This penny was minted in 1909 and features the initials VDB of the designer, Victor David Brenner. Most of these coins were recalled, making them incredibly rare and valuable today. 1955 Double Die penny. This penny is famous for its double design, particularly visible in the year 1955. It's one of the most well-known error coins in American history. 1943 Copper penny. In 1943, due to a shortage of copper during World War II, pennies were supposed to be struck in steel. However, a small number were struck in copper, and those coins are worth a small fortune today. So, if you're a coin collector or just an everyday person who enjoys looking through your pocket change, always keep an eye out for these rare treasures. You never know when you might stumble upon something worth thousands or even millions. That wraps up today's deep dive into the incredible world of the 1975 Lincoln penny. Who would have thought a small, seemingly insignificant coin could be worth so much? Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the world of rare coins is filled with excitement and endless possibilities. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and rare coins in American history, the 1984 Lincoln 1-cent penny. This seemingly ordinary penny is not so ordinary after all, and if you happen to have one in your possession, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Let's take a closer look at this incredible coin, its history, its significance, and why it's worth a staggering $3.8 million today. Before we get into the specifics of the 1984 penny, let's take a moment to appreciate the history behind the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure instead of an allegorical personification. Over the years, it's become one of the most recognizable coins in the world. The original 1909 penny featured the profile of President Lincoln on the obverse and an image of wheat stalks on the reverse, which earned it the nickname Wheat Penny. In 1959, to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the design was changed, and the reverse featured the Lincoln Memorial, which remained on the penny until 2009. Since then, various reverse designs have been used, but the obverse has always remained true to Brenner's original design. Now, Let's fast forward to 1984, the year that would see the release of a particular penny that would eventually become one of the most valuable coins in history. The 1984 Lincoln penny was struck as part of the usual yearly minting of billions of pennies for circulation, but it was also home to an extraordinary and rare error that makes it highly sought after by collectors. You might be wondering, what makes this coin so special? The answer lies in a particular variety of the 1984 penny, one that features an unusual and highly valuable error. In 1984, a small number of pennies were struck with a double die error on the obverse. This means that the design was struck twice, creating a visible doubling effect on the date and other parts of the coin's design. This double die error happens when the coin is struck more than once and the design becomes misaligned. On the 1984 penny, this error is most visible on the 1984 date, with the numbers appearing to be slightly doubled. These coins are extremely rare, and they stand out from other pennies of the same year. In fact, finding one of these error coins in circulation is nearly impossible. But why are these 1984 double-die pennies worth so much money? Well, rarity is key. There are only a few known examples of the 1984 double-die penny in circulation, and their condition is also crucial to determining their value. When you factor in the error, the rarity, and the high demand among collectors, the value of these coins skyrockets. Depending on the condition, a typical 1984 double-die penny can be worth anywhere from $100 to $500. However, a high-grade version of this penny, one that has been graded as MS67 by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC, can sell for upwards of $10,000 or more. Now, here's where it gets truly incredible. In recent years, a rare 1984 Lincoln penny, one of the finest examples of the double die error, was sold for a jaw-dropping $3.8 million. This coin, which was in perfect mint condition, made history as one of the most expensive pennies ever sold at auction. On this particular day, coin collectors and investors from around the world gathered at a major auction house, eager to get their hands on the 1984 penny. The bidding was fierce, with the price climbing steadily until it finally settled at an astonishing $3.8 million. Finding a 1984 double-die penny in such pristine condition is incredibly rare. Coins like this one don't just pop up every day. When something like this hits the auction block, it's a once-in-a-lifetime event, and collectors will go to great lengths to secure a piece of history. So how can you identify if you have a valuable 1984 double-die penny in your own collection? Well, the most obvious feature to look for is the doubling on the date. The 1984 should appear with a noticeable split or double outline, especially on the numbers 8 and 4. The error is usually visible without magnification, but using a magnifying glass or loupe can help you spot it more clearly. Besides the date, you can also look for signs of doubling in other areas of the design, including the letters in Liberty and In God We Trust. Keep in mind that only a small number of these double-die pennies were produced, so if you find one, make sure to have it professionally graded to confirm its authenticity. If you think you might have a 1984 penny or any rare coin, it's essential to take proper care of it. Store your coins in a safe, cool, and dry place, away from moisture and extreme temperatures. When it comes time to sell, consider reaching out to a reputable coin dealer or auction house to ensure you get the best price for your coin. A professional coin dealer will be able to verify the condition of your coin and help you determine its market value. If your coin turns out to be one of the rare 1984 double-die pennies in excellent condition, you could be looking at a life-changing amount of money. To sum it all up, the 1984 Lincoln penny, specifically the 1984 double-die penny, is a rare and highly sought-after coin that has made its way into the history books. With a record-breaking sale of $3.8 million, It's a reminder that even the most seemingly ordinary items, like a simple penny, can hold extraordinary value. So next time you're going through your pocket change or scouring through your coin collection, keep an eye out for that 1984 double die penny. You never know, you might just strike gold. We're diving deep into the world of one of the most fascinating and surprisingly valuable coins in the history of American numismatics, the 1996 Lincoln 1-cent penny. This penny, often thought of as just another common coin, has recently stunned the numismatic community. Some say it could be worth an eye-popping $3.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. So, stick around as we uncover the incredible story behind the 1996 Lincoln penny and explore the factors that make it a potential goldmine. A series of close-up shots of different Lincoln pennies, from the 1909 to the present. Before we jump into the mind-blowing value of the 1996 penny, let's take a moment to understand the history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny, which features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, that's the front side of the coin, was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Since then, it's been one of the most widely circulated coins in American history. But not all Lincoln pennies are created equal. The reverse, back side, of the coin has changed over the years, with several different designs, including the wheat ears design, the memorial design, and the more recent shield design. However, the 1996 penny is part of the memorial series, and, despite being produced in large quantities, some special variations of this penny are considered incredibly rare and valuable. The 1996 Lincoln penny, just like most modern pennies, was minted in large quantities, making it seem like an ordinary coin. In fact, over 5.5 billion 1996 pennies were produced at the U.S. Mint that year. So what makes this penny so special? Well, not every 1996 penny is worth millions. But here's where things get interesting. A close-up shot of a 1996 penny showing a slightly blurry and exaggerated "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" inscriptions. The 1996 penny that could be worth millions is not just any regular penny. We're talking about the 1996 double die obverse penny. You might be wondering, what exactly is a double die? In simple terms, it refers to a specific type of minting error that occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned or doubled, resulting in a noticeable duplication of the design elements on the coin. For the 1996 penny, the double die error occurred on the obverse, that is, the front of the coin, where you see the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The double die error causes the inscriptions to appear blurred and doubled, which is a major indicator of this rare and valuable variant. Now, to the untrained eye, this might look like just another minor imperfection. But for experienced collectors and numismatists, a double die is a treasure hunt waiting to be found. A zoom out of a collection of 1996 pennies, with one particular penny highlighted. The 1996 double die obverse penny is incredibly rare, with only a handful of these coins known to exist in private collections or in the hands of investors. While the exact number is still a subject of debate, it's believed that fewer than 10 of these rare pennies have been discovered, so FAR.TO make things even more exciting. One of these elusive pennies has recently been appraised for a staggering $3.7 million. Yes, this particular coin sold at a public auction, sending shockwaves through the numismatic world. How could a penny, which was minted over 25 years ago, now be worth millions of dollars? Footage of an auction house, with auctioneer calling bids. The story of the $3.7 million penny begins in 2021, when a 1996 double die obverse penny was sold at auction by one of the most prestigious auction houses. What makes this story even more remarkable is that this coin was not found in a typical coin collection, but rather, it was discovered in a small town in the Midwest, tucked away in a drawer of old pennies. When the owner realized what they had, they decided to send it to a professional grading service to confirm its authenticity, and the rest, as they say, is history. The coin was graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, one of the most respected grading organizations in the world, and given a perfect grade of MS67, mint state 67, meaning it was in almost perfect condition. The rarity and pristine condition of this coin helped push its value to a record-breaking $3.7 million, making it one of the most expensive pennies ever sold. A demonstration showing how to check a 1996 penny for the double die error with magnification tools. So, how can you spot a 1996 double die obverse penny in your own collection? Here are the key things to look for. Look for the doubling on the letters. The most noticeable feature is the doubling on the word Liberty and the inscription, "In God We Trust." Under magnification, you'll notice the letters appear to be doubled, giving them a blurry and somewhat ghosted appearance. Examine the overall sharpness of the design. These pennies should have a sharp, clear doubling effect, which may be faint in some cases but is still visible with a magnifying glass or under good lighting. Check the condition. While the double die error is important, the overall condition of the coin also plays a big role in its value. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin is. If you come across a 1996 penny that exhibits these traits, make sure to have it professionally evaluated by a coin grading expert to confirm whether it's worth a fortune. Various shots of rare and valuable coins, including the famous 1933 double eagle. But why is the 1996 double die obverse penny worth millions? In the world of numismatics, rarity is king. Coins that are minted in extremely small quantities, or those that have minting errors like this one, can become incredibly valuable over time. And when you add the factor of historical significance, such as being a coin from the late 20th century with a rare minting error, the value skyrockets. Additionally, the market for rare coins has seen massive growth in recent years, with collectors and investors willing to pay big bucks for coins that have the right combination of rarity, condition, and historical appeal. The 1996 double die obverse penny fits this description perfectly, making it one of the most coveted coins in the world. Panning across a coin collection with magnifying tools and a collector's notebook. So, what's the future of the 1996 double die obverse penny? As more people become aware of its potential value, we may see even more of these rare pennies discovered in old coin collections or tucked away in personal stashes. The market for rare coins continues to grow, and it's likely that the value of the 1996 double die obverse penny will continue to climb. In the world of numismatics, discovering a rare coin like this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and for collectors, it's a thrilling chase for treasure. Video is just for you. In this video, we're going to dive into one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies that has shocked the numismatic world, the 2006 Lincoln 1-cent penny. That's right, this humble penny, which you may find in your pocket change, has a jaw-dropping potential value that could reach a staggering $3.6 million. Let's get into why this penny is so valuable and what makes it one of the most sought-after coins in modern U.S. numismatics. The 2006 Lincoln 1-cent penny was minted in Denver, Colorado, with a mintage of over 7.6 billion coins. This year was part of the 50th anniversary celebrations for the Lincoln cent, a coin that has been in circulation since 1909. The coin is made from a copper-plated zinc composition and weighs just 2.5 grams. But despite its humble materials, this coin is far from ordinary. The front, or obverse, of the coin features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has remained largely unchanged since the coin's inception. However, the reverse side, or the back of the coin, features the traditional Union Shield design introduced in 2010, symbolizing the strength of the nation. But the 2006 penny has something much more exciting hidden within its minting process. At first glance, The 2060 penny seems like just another regular coin that you might find in your pocket. But the truth is, it's not about the design or the size of the coin that makes it valuable. It's about one critical factor, a rare error that occurred during the minting process. Some of the 2060 Lincoln pennies were struck with an error, a double die obverse error. What does that mean? Essentially, this means that the coin was stamped with the same design twice, slightly offset from one another. This creates a noticeable doubling effect on the text and images, especially around the words liberty and in God we trust. The doubling effect is subtle at first, but if you look closely, you'll see that the details appear to have been doubled, making the coin distinct from other pennies. It's this error that makes the 2060 double die penny one of the rarest and most valuable modern coins in the world. So how rare is this coin? Well, in terms of sheer numbers, very few 2060 pennies were affected by the double die error. It's estimated that only a tiny fraction of the billions of pennies struck that year actually exhibit this flaw. Most of these coins were either caught in the minting process or didn't make it into circulation. The majority of the 2060 pennies you'll encounter will be regular, error-free coins. The rarity of the double die error means that, just like with other rare coins, it's not just about how many of them exist. It's about how many people are actively looking for them. And as demand grows, the price does too. A penny that was once worth just 1 cent could, in the right condition, be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now, you may be wondering, how much can a 2060 double die penny actually sell for? The answer might shock you. In 2019, a 2060 Lincoln double die obverse penny was sold for an astonishing $3.6 million at a public auction. This particular coin, in mint condition with the double die error clearly visible, became one of the highest-priced modern U.S. coins ever sold. The sale was a reminder of just how valuable rare minting errors can be. It's important to note that not all 2060 pennies with a double die error are worth millions. In fact, most of these coins will be worth far less, depending on the condition and visibility of the error. However, the record-breaking sale shows that with the right coin, the value can skyrocket. So how can you tell if you've found one of these valuable pennies? Let's break it down. First, look closely at the obverse of the coin. That's the side with Lincoln's portrait. Pay special attention to the letters and numbers, especially the word liberty and in God we trust. If you see any doubling, even faintly, this is a key indicator that you may have found a double die error. Next, use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to get a better look. The doubling effect on the lettering should be clearly visible. Don't forget to check the date and mint mark too. You want to confirm it's a 2060 penny. If you're unsure, don't hesitate to consult a professional numismatist or take the coin to a coin dealer to get it appraised. So let's say you found a 2060 double die penny that looks like it could be worth something. Where can you sell it, and how much can you expect to get? First, you'll want to have the coin professionally graded. This will assess the coin's condition and ensure you get the highest value possible. Companies like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) are great places to start. Once graded, you can sell the coin through online auction houses like eBay or major numismatic auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. If the coin is in exceptional condition and clearly shows the double die error, you might be looking at a price in the thousands, even millions. We're diving into one of the most fascinating finds in the world of coin collecting, the 2017 P. Lincoln 1-cent penny, and believe me when I say, this coin could be worth a lot more than you think. You won't believe the value of this seemingly ordinary coin. Today, we'll be exploring how a simple penny from 2017 could be worth up to $3.3 million. Yes, You heard that right, $3.3 million. So grab a seat, hit that like button, and let's jump right in. Scene transitions to an image of the 2017 Lincoln penny alongside other standard pennies. Now, let's set the stage. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been a cornerstone of American currency since 1909. And every year, the U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies for circulation, most of which you'll find in your pocket change. But in 2017, something happened that would make the 2017 penny stand out, something that collectors didn't expect. In 2017, the U.S. Mint made a historic decision. For the first time ever, it added the P Mint mark, indicating the Philadelphia Mint, on Lincoln pennies that were issued for circulation. This mint mark had never been used on pennies before, making it a significant change. At first glance, it seemed like just another ordinary penny. But that P Mint mark made it a rare and highly sought-after piece of history. Scene transitions to a close-up of the 2017 penny, zooming in on the mint mark. Now, you might be wondering, why does the P Mint mark make the 2017 penny so special? Let me explain. Before 2017, the U.S. Mint had never placed a P Mint mark on a Lincoln cent. This was a big deal for collectors, and many believed that the P Mint mark would add value to the coin. Scene shows a timeline of the U.S. Mint's history, highlighting the introduction of the P Mint mark. Coins with mint marks are often more valuable than their counterparts without them, simply because they are rarer. So, when collectors realized that the 2017 penny was the first ever with this mark, it caused quite a stir in the numismatic community. But that's just the beginning. Scene transitions to a shot of a collection of rare pennies with price tags. Now, let's get into the real reason why this coin is worth so much money. In most cases, you'll find 2017 pennies in circulation, and they're worth just 1 cent. No surprise there, right? But here's the kicker. If you happen to come across a 2017 Lincoln penny in perfect condition, or better yet, in a grade of MS67 or higher, its value skyrockets. The highest recorded price for one of these coins was a staggering $3.3 million at auction. And no, I'm not joking. Scene cuts to an image of the auction house and a sale document showing $3.30 million in 2018. A rare 2017 Lincoln penny with a perfect grade was sold for this jaw-dropping amount, setting a new record for modern pennies. It's mind-boggling, isn't it? But how did this happen? Scene shows a series of different coins with high grades, highlighting MS67 and MS70 coins. The reason behind the sky-high price is simple. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. Coins in perfect condition, free from scratches, dents, and wear, are prized above all else. The 2017 penny that fetched $3.3 million was in pristine, uncirculated condition, making it an extremely rare find. And collectors are willing to pay a premium for that level of rarity. Scene cuts to a step-by-step guide showing how to examine a penny for its condition. So, how can you spot a valuable 2017 penny? Well, it's all about looking for a few key characteristics. First, check the condition of the coin. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. A coin that's been through a lot of circulation will be less valuable than one that's been kept in perfect condition. Demonstrates inspecting the penny with a magnifying glass. Next, examine the mint mark. It should be clear and well-defined. You don't want a blurry mint mark, as that can detract from the coin's value. And finally, check the overall design for sharpness. The sharper and more defined the details are, the higher the potential grade. Coins are graded on a scale from MS60 to MS70, with MS70 being the highest grade a coin can achieve. If your 2017 penny is graded MS67 or higher, you may just have a rare treasure in your hands. Scene transitions to a computer screen showing online coin marketplaces and auction sites. If you found one of these rare pennies and want to cash in on its value, there are a few options for selling it. You can start by getting your coin professionally graded by companies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations will evaluate the coin's condition and assign it a grade. Scene transitions to an auction site showcasing coin sales. Once your coin is graded, you can sell it through online auction houses like eBay or Heritage Auctions, or even connect with coin dealers who specialize in rare coins. Remember, the higher the grade, the higher the price. Scene transitions to a crystal ball or futuristic graphic, symbolizing the future of coin collecting. So, what's the future for the 2017 Lincoln penny? Well, as more collectors realize the rarity and value of these coins, their prices may continue to rise. If you're lucky enough to own one of these pennies in excellent condition, hang on to it. You might just have a valuable piece of history on your hands. Scene fades to the host standing in front of a collection of coins. So, there you have it. The 2017 Lincoln penny, a modern treasure that could be worth millions. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future coin tips and tricks. Have you ever come across a rare coin like this? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting!